Hello everyone, today we are going to do a question in the structured essay paper, question number 4. Some of you have done it very well and some of you are struggling there. So I am not going to explain any theory here, directly I am going to explain the question there. And also, if you are watching still, those who don't know about me, I am Dr. Wathsala S Jayasinghe, working in the health field, as well as I have been teaching science subjects, chemistry, physics and biology for more than 12 years. So let's go to directly the question. It is based on mole concept and the Avogadro constant. So here, as the question 4, you are given calcium carbonate decomposes upon heating according to the reaction. So I have already taught you these type of questions are like mango questions, That means sometimes they can tell that for 100 rupees, if you can buy two mangoes, for 200 rupees, how many mangoes you can buy. On the other hand, the same questions can be repeated. Two mangoes are 100 rupees, and find the price of 4 mangoes. Likewise. So these type of questions, especially mole questions, are based on questions like this. So let's go to the question directly. So here calcium carbonate is heated. Calcium carbonate is taken and it is heated, and calcium oxide and carbon dioxide are formed. Since carbon dioxide is a gas, it will be emitted. So when you are given a question like that, first of all check whether it is balanced or not. Okay, that's the first thing you have to check. So here one calcium is there in this side also one calcium, one carbon is there. This side 3 oxygens are here. So in the other hand also 3 oxygens are there. So this is a balanced equation. So no need to balance and nothing to worry about that. Okay, and within brackets normally it will be given calcium is 40 molar masses, calcium is 40, carbon is 12 and oxygen is 16. That is also given. And what they ask is the mass of carbon dioxide. As the part A, they ask the mass of carbon dioxide gas emitted. As the first part, they ask mass of carbon dioxide gas emitted. Okay, so now look at this. In here calcium carbonate. First of all, you have to find the ratio between calcium carbonate and carbon dioxide, or you can say like calcium oxide and carbon dioxide. Here I am going to check the ratio between calcium carbonate and carbon dioxide. First of all, find the ratio between calcium carbonate and carbon dioxide. In here, since there is no number, it is 1. Here also there is no number, so it is 1. So this is the ratio between calcium carbonate and carbon dioxide. For that purpose only, I asked from all of you whether first of all to check whether this is a balanced formula or not. And also all the time I am telling this is like mango questions, no? So sometimes we can tell it's like achcharata mechcharata kochcharata like type of a question. So calcium carbonate and the carbon dioxide molar ratio is between 1 to 1. That means if 1 mole of calcium carbonate is heated, 1 mole of carbon dioxide will be emitted. If 2 moles of calcium carbonate is heated, 2 moles of carbon dioxide will be emitted. Then you have to find the molar mass of calcium carbonate. Then find the molar mass of calcium carbonate. Okay. First find the molar mass of calcium carbonate. Why? Because in the question they have given 50 grams of calcium carbonate is used. 50 grams of calcium carbonate is used. That's what they have mentioned. So that's why we are going with that clue. That means they have heated 50 grams of calcium carbonate. We know that gram to gram we can't find the ratio here. That's why we found the ratio between molar ratio between calcium carbonate and carbon dioxide. It is 1 to 1. So let's find the molar mass of calcium carbonate. For how many for calcium it is 40. How many calciums are there? 1. So carbon is 12. How many carbons are here? 1 plus there are 3 oxygens. 16 by 3, then the answer will come as 40 plus 12 plus 48. It will be 100 grams per mole. That's why it is the molar mass. That means in 1 mole, it can be like this. In 1 mole of calcium carbonate, mass will be 100 grams. 100 gram. Oh, in the other hand, you can take it like that also. In 100 grams of calcium carbonate, 1 mole of calcium carbonate is there. Okay, both way we can take like this. For 100 rupees, 2 mangoes. For 200 rupees, how many mangoes? Or 2 mangoes are 100 rupees. What is the price of 4 mangoes? Both idea can be taken because of this. 1 mole of calcium carbonate, the mass is 100 gram, or the 100 grams of calcium carbonate, how many moles are there? 1 mole. So here they have mentioned 50 grams of calcium carbonate is used. So 50 grams, no? So 50 grams, the grams it's given, so you have to find how many moles are there. So 100 grams of calcium carbonate is 1 mole. Since because of that, 50 grams of calcium carbonate should be equal to how many moles? How to find? 100 grams, 1 mole divided by, and here the answer will be 0.5 mole. 0.5 mole. So that means in this, how many calcium carbonate moles are used? 0.5 moles. That is what we found. 0.5 mole is found. Now already we know the ratio between calcium carbonate and carbon dioxide. The molar ratio between this is 1 to 1. So if 0.5 moles of calcium carbonate is used, then what about the number of, they ask carbon dioxide, no? So what about the number of moles of carbon dioxide? It will be 1 to 1, no? So 0.5 will be 0.5. So what is the number of moles? What is the number of moles of carbon dioxide produced? Carbon dioxide moles is 0.5 mole. Okay, 0.5 mole. But they ask in the question the mass of carbon dioxide gas emitted. The mass of carbon dioxide gas emitted. So for that, again we have to find the molar mass of, carbon dioxide. So molar mass of carbon dioxide. How many carbons are here? 1. So 1 multiplied by 12, since the data is given there. There are 2 oxygens multiplied by 16. 12 plus 32, it will be 44 grams per mole. 44 grams per mole. So what does this indicate? This can be written in 2 ways, like this. That means in 44 grams of carbon dioxide, how many moles are there? 1 mole. Or in 1 mole. In 1 mole of carbon dioxide, how many grams are there? 44 grams are there. Okay, 44 grams are there. Here they ask the mass of carbon dioxide gas emitted. Already we know the moles produced. So since 0.5 moles of calcium carbonate is there, according to the ratio we found, carbon dioxide mole will be 0.5 mole. So 1 mole contains 44 grams. In 0.5 moles, what we have to do? 44 grams divided by 1 mole multiplied by 0.5 mole. Mole to mole gone. 44 multiplied by 0.5 will be 22 grams. So for the question number A, answer will be 22 grams. And this is the method of finding it. Again, I am explaining the method of finding. First of all, write the equation of the formula. Calcium carbonate heated, calcium oxide and carbon dioxide are produced. And here as a data they have provided 50 grams of calcium carbonate is used. So first of all we found the molar mass of calcium carbonate. It was 100 grams per mole. That means in 100 grams 1 mole of calcium carbonate is there. In 50 grams 0.5 mole of calcium carbonate is there. And we found the ratio according to this between calcium carbonate and carbon dioxide. It is 1 to 1. Because of 0.5 moles is used there, the gas emitted will be 0.5 mole. Okay, that already we found. And based on that, again we found the molar mass of carbon dioxide, 44 grams per mole. That means in 1 mole of carbon dioxide 44 grams are there. How many moles produced? 0.5 mole. So we found the mass of carbon dioxide. Okay, and the second question they ask, the mass of calcium oxide formed, the mass. Again same as that. Okay, the mass of calcium oxide. Then you have to find what? The ratio between calcium carbonate and calcium oxide. The ratio between calcium carbonate and calcium oxide. It is also 1 to 1. The ratio is 1 to 1. How many moles of calcium carbonate is there? 0.5 mole. So here calcium oxide mole will be 0.5 mole. So calcium oxide number of moles is 0.5 mole. They ask the mass, no? So again we have to find the molar mass of calcium oxide. Calcium, 1 calcium is there, multiplied by 40 plus 1 oxygen is there, 60 by 1. 1 by 16. So answer will be 40 plus 16 will be 56 grams per mole. 56 grams per mole. Again, what does this indicate? That means it can be written like this, 2 ways. 56 grams. 56 grams of calcium oxide contain 1 mole, or in 1 mole of calcium oxide contain 56 grams. Okay, this is also the same theory is used. 56 grams of calcium oxide contain 1 mole, or 1 mole of calcium oxide contains 66 grams. Same. For 100 rupees, 2 mangoes. For 200 rupees, how many mangoes? Either it can be asked, 2 mangoes, 100 rupees. What is the price of 4 mangoes? Okay. Again, they ask the mass, no? Here, how many moles? We found the number of moles. Calcium oxide moles already, according to this. Here, 0.5 mole of calcium oxide is used. So, you have to find the mass of it. 56 grams are there. 56 grams are there, divided by 1 mole multiplied by 0.5 mole. So, answer will be 28 grams. So, the mass of calcium oxide produced is 28 grams. So, this is the method. This is the method. What should you do? First of all, you have to, again I will explain, quickly I will explain the method of doing it. First of all, you have to write the formula, what they have mentioned, keeping this thing in your mind. Okay. So, they have mentioned calcium carbonate there, and then you have to balance this calcium carbonate. Balancing means you have to balance the right side and left side. How many calciums are there in the right side and how many calciums are there in the left side. Likewise, you have to balance properly. Since this is balanced, you don't need to balance again because they have given the balanced thing here. Okay. So, then you have to think of the data that what they have provided. The only data that they have provided is 50 grams of calcium carbonate is used. That's the data. And also within brackets the molar masses are given. For the calcium 40, for the carbon 12, for oxygen 16 likewise. Then they ask first of all the carbon dioxide mass of the carbon dioxide gas emitted. So, what you have to do, since this is given, no? So, first of all you have to find the molar mass of the given thing. Molar mass of the given thing. Molar mass of calcium carbonate. You found it as answer was 100 grams per mole. And you have to find the ratio between the given one and the what they ask. And the first question they asked about carbon dioxide, no? So, what is the ratio between calcium carbonate and carbon dioxide? According to this, it is 1 to 1. Here, 100 grams per mole of in 50 grams, you again found 50 grams, there were 0.5 mole, half of it. So, here 1 to 1, 0.5 moles is used means it will be 0.5 mole of carbon dioxide will be emitted. Then again you found the molar mass of what they ask. Molar mass of carbon dioxide gas, it was 44 grams per mole. That means in 1 grams it contains in 1 mole it contains 44 gram, or in 44 gram it contains 1 mole. Okay, so then you found here 0.5 moles are there, then you found the mass of carbon dioxide gas emitted. Same likewise you find for the calcium oxide. So this is a very simple thing, only based on the molar mass and the balancing of the formula.